Hi, and welcome to Kareen and Company. My name is Kareen Martin. I'm an energy medicine woman, and I brought my neighbor's puppy. So if you hear any sounds, that's because he's here. He's going to help us with some healing. He's going to be a good boy just for this moment. Okay, so I had someone give me some information about the hardships in their life. So what I want to say first is we've got to learn to breathe through these things, the challenges, the traumas, the emotional and mental impact it has on our life after loss, after devastation, loss and devastation, and it just keeps percolating. Our body can only handle so much, and then we break down. And then what happens is when we break down is we keep attracting more of the same things. Even though we're good souls, we're nice souls, that energy, we have to shift it. We have to shift it, and you can only shift it through your breath or through talking to your guides and angels. So the first thing I want to do is explain to you how I want you to breathe. The lungs and the heart hold so much pressure from our everyday situations. We breathe in and then we push down because we just can't handle it. We're told we're supposed to be nice, we're supposed to be supportive. Well, that's all good and fine, but one day our body just can't take anymore, and then it starts causing physical disharmonies, and our physicians say there's nothing wrong. And it's absolutely true, because everything I'm going to tell you, I've lived, okay? So trust, set your intention that you're working with the highest vibration of the light. It doesn't matter what your belief system is, what nationality you are, who your tribe is, but what we are going to call on is our ancestral knowledge, things that we have inherited or got genetically encoded in our Akashic records and our cellular memory. All that are the things we want our guides and angels, my spirit guides and yours, to identify now. It doesn't matter if some of this stuff resonates with you in this lifetime, but if you're watching this video, be open and set your intention that everything is spoken could be from other lifetimes. It could be programs running you're unaware of. I want to tell everyone here, believe in hope and believe that you can heal. You are your best healer. I am simply someone that hears information and processes and feels it on a heart level when you send me something and ask me to help you clear it. So today we're working on, someone told me they feel as though the pain is so deep, they feel like they've been stabbed, they've been drained, their heart is just so empty from so much trauma and just a lot of difficulties. So let's take the first breath in. I want to do 3 of them, and we're going to set our intention. We're going to let everything go. So what I want you to do is take a breath deep in, way down to the lower abdominal area, the navel area, or the reproductive area. Go ahead and do that. And when we do, we're going to hold it for 5 seconds and exhale. So I'm going to do 3. Do them also on your own. Today I got some information from a woman who's having a lot of heart pain, a lot of lung pain, and she's been to her primary care physicians, and they're telling her there's absolutely nothing wrong physically. But on a mental and emotional and psychological level, there's a lot of things going wrong. When I tap into that energy, what I feel, and for all you who are listening, any type of pain that you feel, sadness, grief, maybe you cry a lot, maybe you don't have a lot of friends to hang out with, maybe you don't have a supportive family, maybe you have loss in your life, maybe you've had so much loss, and each day as we get older, we can't handle anymore. Our body literally will start shutting down, causing physical disharmonies, and I have to tell you, we can shift a lot of this. So let's start right now by taking let's set our intention that we're going to allow some heart and lung healing. Let's set our intention for those who have done us wrong, for those we have done wrong, that if a visual of them comes in, you take a breath and you release and let go. Forgiveness is the key. I know a lot of people say, I can't forgive them, but we're going to work on it. We're going to work on it every day. We're going to work on that, because every time that memory or feeling comes back that challenges your body physically, where you start feeling so much hurt, so much pain, we have to address it. I cannot help you unless you personally address it. And I guarantee you it's going to shift and change. So the most important thing is, when we breathe, when I ask you to take a breath, I want you to breathe in really long and slow. It's going to go way down below the umbilicus or the navel, down into that reproductive area. You're going to hold for 5 seconds, and then you're going to do a really long, slow exhale. I'm going to set the intention with all your guides and angels, Source, Mother, Father, God, whatever it is you believe in, that's who we connect with. There is no judgment here, because we are all wanting to heal. We are all wanting to feel balance. We're all wanting to feel in harmony. That is our goal. So the first thing we're going to do is breathe. Take a breath in. Take another breath in, please. And do one more. Throughout this video, you can take as many breaths as you like. Sometimes I ask you to. I'd like you to either sit in a nice, comfortable place, lay on your bed. I like to incorporate belly button therapy. You can put your pointer finger, your middle finger, your fourth finger, I don't care. I like this one. It's the power finger. I like to stick it inside my umbilicus, and I like to, you can do it on your clothes, but I love to do it on the skin. And as we're working through this video, what I'd love you to do is try to pull your finger out, and you're actually going to feel some kind of suction. And the beauty of that is things are working, things are shifting, and things are changing. I also want to say that I want to ask programs of self-criticism, self-judgment, self-destruction that we have running. I'm going to ask all that cellular memory be identified, released, and cleared. Take a breath. I'm going to ask any self-criticism, pain, heartache, devastation we inherited from our mothers and fathers, and their mothers and fathers, and their mother and fathers. I'm going to ask it be severed, cleansed, and cleared. I have a little diagram here. This is you and your dad and your mom. We're always doing biological mothers and fathers. I don't care if you've been adopted. We inherited this energy from our biological mother and father, and holding our finger in our belly button is going to connect with them. We're never going to judge them. We're never going to be disappointed with them. We chose them. They did not choose us. But look at, here's you, and on your dad's side, there's 31 ancestral downloads coming to you from dad. There is 31 ancestral downloads coming to you from your mom. Now we have, including you, 64 thought processes, 64 genetic codings, 64 lifetimes where junk is being downloaded. And I'm going to say right now, on a soul level, we need to disconnect that. Each and every one, I want you to take a nice breath in, and when we take a breath in, we're releasing, clearing, and removing past life energies, soul family energies. Whether it's this lifetime, past lifetime, parallel universes, we're going to ask it be disconnected, removed, and released. If it's no longer for your highest good, please take a breath. And a good exhale. Please take another breath in. And a nice exhale. And one more breath. As you're breathing, I want to tell you, it doesn't matter what we inherited from our mother and father, but a lot of things are things we're so unaware of. Maybe it was the way they thought, the way they processed. Maybe it was their belief systems, their attitudes, their judgments, their misunderstandings, their blocks to communication. Take a breath. And what we're going to do is sever that energy right now. If it no longer serves your highest good on this earth plane, for your passion, your purpose, and your future and your movement forward in life, we have to willingly let it go. Through your breath, we will do this. Take a breath. You should feel your body sinking either back into the chair or into your bed. I want you to take another one. And with that finger in your belly button, I want to say to our mothers, to our fathers, to our aunts, to our uncles, our grandmothers, our grandparents, and our ancestors 10, 20, 30, 50, hundreds of lifetimes before. All your struggles, all your pain, all your misunderstandings, we as souls can no longer hold on to it. We may have promised in a lifetime we would, or as we were coming in, that we would take care of all this energy. But as a soul, we realize we can't. We're overwhelmed. We're inundated with all kinds of feelings and thoughts. We're going to surrender those now through our breath. I'd like you to take 1, 2 to 3 breaths, but I don't want you to hyperventilate. I want you to just set your intention that you're surrendering so much stuff that is not yours. Take a breath. All the pain you feel, all the pain that got trapped, emotionally trapped in your lungs, your large intestine, your stomach, your spleen, your heart, your small intestine, your bladder, your kidney, your liver, your gallbladder. We're going to let it go now. We're going to ask that our yin and yang organs start releasing thoughts, feelings, emotions, and patterns and behaviors and judgments that create too much disharmony energetically in our life. We willingly surrender them. Take a breath. Things we inherited that we're aware of or unaware of, maybe they're hidden, buried, and covered up. For each family and all the different moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, every soul here is looking for healing. We're going to breathe in love, exhale forgiveness. We're going to breathe in love, and then we're going to hold it. And we're going to exhale divine love and forgiveness. Set your intention as you do this. We're going to keep clearing one emotion at a time. So with today, I did check out a few things, and I want to ask if we can clear some higher level blocks. Programs in the subconscious mind, and sometimes we call those Akashic records, sometimes we call those soul records, but your body remembers everything. So what I'm going to ask at this time, if we can clear blocks to being optimistic, and I want to clear blocks to love of God, which is love of self, which is love of life. I want you to take breaths in now, and whether you believe in God or not, I don't care. Whatever you believe in, you have to believe in the light. You have to believe in something where you can give all this heartache and pain to. Because if you don't have something you believe in, you just will keep feeling lost and unsupported. And I want to ask that all these feelings be removed. Take a breath. You can snap your fingers as often as you want. It makes no difference. What you're saying is, spiritual kick, I need you to work with me. I need this team of spiritual healers, committee members to help me. Help me to see and feel lighter than I am. Just surrender everything through your breath. It's too much. Take a breath. I'm going to ask, some of these people feel like they've been stabbed by family and friends. I can guarantee the feeling you have is so real. Sometimes these soul family members were quite humbled because we've created some of this energy for them in past lives we don't remember. And sometimes we feel it and it's so raw and real. Let's go in and forgive those that we feel have harmed us to such a deep level with deception and deceit. And as you breathe in and hold and breathe out, for each deception and deceit, whether you created it or someone in your family did or someone let you down, It's just a belief, a perception, and a judgment, and it's an energy that we have to shift. I want you to visualize them, and as you're going through and breathing and letting go and forgiving, I want you to do this as often as you have to until you almost feel so light on a soul level, feeling so supported on such a soul level. And as we know, sometimes our emotions are up and then they go down depending on who we're communicating with, who's in our space, who might be shifting our energy. But remember, you're in control of everything. You may have forgotten, but I want your soul to awaken and realize this is the theme. These are the challenges you wanted. And at any point you're tired of them, just let your guides and angels and source know and say, thank you for bringing this awareness to me. Thank you for helping me acknowledge this pain, this tightness, this tension that I've been breathing in, holding in. Now, through my breath, I'm going to acknowledge it gently and easily, and I'm going to take that breath of love in, and I'm going to breathe out forgiveness. And it's just not forgiveness for others, but it's really forgiveness for yourself, because we didn't realize we had this internal power. We didn't realize we have so much intelligence within us. We just have to awaken it. So let's take a few more breaths. Let's breathe in and ask, any physical feelings of being stabbed, betrayed, disloyalty. I'm going to ask on a soul level, breathe deep in, hold your hand here, and when you exhale, releasing all etherical cords, all belief systems. Then I feel one here. So we're going to take that breath in and release it and let it go. We let go of all judgments, all behaviors, all feelings, all beliefs. We just have to stop talking about it. We have to stop talking about it in our mind. We have to stop recreating that energy with conversations with others. I promise, if you keep clearing one emotion at a time, your life is going to be quite amazing. Let's go through also and clear dysfunction of the mind. That was something that we got from Spirit. But it's not just dysfunction of your mind. It could be dysfunction of the mind through our ancestors, through the experiences in this life. Any challenge you have, just visualize that person, visualize that moment in time. Give it 1 second. That's it. Don't relive it. Don't cry through it. If you're crying, I just want you to lay in bed and hug yourself to sleep. Cry yourself to sleep if you want, but through the breath, you can let it go. Breathe in love. Breathe out surrender. Breathe in love. Breathe out forgiveness. If you don't want to forgive others, I don't care. Forgive yourself first, because once you start forgiving you, life shifts and gets better. We've all had tons of challenges, lots of themes and challenges and disappointments, but I'm here to tell you that is not the energy you should be breathing in. That's the energy you want to be exhaling. Understand, when you exhale that energy, it transforms and transmutes. It's not going to hurt anything beautiful in your space. It's not going to drop to the ground. It's not going to clutter or create disharmony in your space. But if your mind believes it is, take a breath and forgive yourself, because it's not true. With a breath, we can just let everything go. So what I want you to do at this moment is still breathe in, hold, relax as we finish this out. And then forgive yourself for being hard on yourself, for creating the energies that you're experiencing. When you breathe in, just say on a soul level, I don't want to experience this anymore. I want to experience kindness. I want my body to be filled with joy. I want my body to be filled with love. I want my body to attract to me the most loving, kind people in my space, the most loving, kind friends in my space. I want to attract happy people, soul family members that are awakening and being enlightened. Sometimes we have to let go of people in our space who no longer raise that vibration with us. But what I want you to do on that note is Don't blame or shame them. It's okay. Some of us, we all grow spiritually at a different level for different reasons and for different experiences. So take a breath in and release. Take another breath in as you breathe in and release. Let's ask all etherical cords, any pinholes, any portals, any openings, any cracks, any crevices, any toxic streams in our body, in our etheric field, be sealed with love, be sealed with light. Ask those energies be sent to their most right and perfect place for divine intervention, divine knowledge, divine healing. Take another breath. Breathe in love. Exhale forgiveness. Breathe in inner peace. Breathe out forgiveness. Breathe in peace of mind. Breathe out self-love.